This is Dr. Noman at 105.
My name is Christian.
My name is Brian. Oh, I usually say my name first. And this is the podcast that takes the longest running, most smooth, suave, debonair French as there is. I promise I actually pointed out that I was doing a derogatory French accent, but then I just did it again. So, yay, I'm a dumbass. And shakes out 1 minute at a time, never stirred, because this is Bond.
Minute Bond.
And minute Christian, what happened in this minute?
Shit got real, Brian. Finally, we see some action.
Shit got the real deal. And I think the music actually helped a lot in making this not feel anticlimactic, actually. I was surprised that Dr. No didn't run out. I expected him to, just based on what was happening in the last minute, but there's props.
Yeah.
to him, I
guess. Dr. No and Bond start to fight, and
he uses his hands, kind of.
Yeah. And they jump on the box or the cube or whatever that's going. And at the last minute, Bond gets out, and Dr. No dramatically gets left behind. And he goes under what I imagine is very radioactive water. You can see his hand for a bit, and it's not strong enough to hold on to anything. But
it keeps slipping.
It's it's weird. I definitely thought he was gonna hurt Bond with his hand here.
Yeah, he has a couple hand moments at around 5 seconds. He gets whipped around. His hand is so heavy it smashes through the glass. And then he, of course, because it's a white guy pretending to be Asian, he karate chops Bond a couple times. His hands falls down. There's a bit of a continuity error because at 16 seconds, it looks like Bond's a little higher up, but then it cuts and Dr. No is a little higher up. And then at 24 seconds, when Bond is kicking him and leaving him behind, Dr. No is somehow leaving claw marks on the steel.
They were already there.
I mean, they're not at 31 seconds.
But they're over here. They're in other places.
Yeah, there's scratches also. I just thought because it was so thick right where his hands were, it was implying his hands did that. But maybe not.
Nope.
But his hands are just slippery. He's got slippery peanut butter hands. Too much peanut butter on his hands. Or if you were watching the Bo Burnham Make Happy special on Netflix, mayonnaise on his hands maybe. And he slips in. And really, I do think the music really makes this not feel anticlimactic. Because in less than a minute, he fights Bond and dies, going into radioactive water. Which, if this was like Terminator, he would come back after that, be like, 20 more minutes of fight. Or like a current movie. It definitely wouldn't have happened in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And then Bond runs out, considers which way to run. And I think actually it was a really good choice on the design team, the costume design team, to have Bond have the opaque headgear. One, so that he wouldn't be noticed so easily by Dr. No, but to have Dr. No have the see-through headgear. Two, to have a stuntman more easily be in Bond's suit if necessary. And three, so that during this fisticuffs, we could easily identify which person was which because they weren't in the same outfit. But then he runs out to the entrance that he came back in. And I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous minute, but all the abandoned area signs come into play.
He's going to grab Honey, and they're going to run out, get on a little boat, and they're going to row away. Or they're going to get on a speedboat.
Or they're going to die.
Probably not, though. Just saying, because there's a lot more movies, so.
Oh, I thought you were saying because they were white. Fucking racist. No, this is, I normally make that joke with Richard, but this time I parked and then I was like, I'm a little farther away than normal. And Christian was like, oh, I see you. And I saw his car. I was like, I see you too. Wait, I think I see you. The visor's covering your face, but I can feel the racism radiating from your car. He's like, fuck you.
Which really made no sense. But
yeah, okay. Because if you're listening on audio, Christian is super, super white. Much whiter than I am. I won't say I'm not white because that would be racist of me. And don't watch video to confirm that he is a sexy bolivar, a sexy piece of Venezuelan currency. I'm skinny and healthy, and he is at an obese.
I don't know how many people just listen. We have more audio people.
Yeah, there's like 5 people on audio, 2 people on video.
All right, so not by much.
Just by 150% difference. But to that point, which at this point only 56 episodes are live, but now you're listening to it at 105 episodes. So you got a limited amount of time before you run out of time to make us eat cereal with Red Stripe as our milk. And if we've already hit that 5 rating or review mile marker, you can make us eat more. So go over to Apple Podcasts, leave that rating real quick. It takes 3 seconds, or do a review. It takes a little longer, but leave your Instagram handle in your review because we're going to be doing giveaways in the future. I didn't bring it over. I have a paperback for Goldfinger. It's real tattered. I got from Half Price Books, but once we get to Goldfinger, I'm going to do a giveaway of that paperback and we'll ship it to you. Sign it. Like,
that's cool.
Why would you want us to sign it? But
you do
if you
want
want
us to
that
sign
giveaway, then you do want
because
to.
One day it's going to be worth the money.
It's definitely not worth anything now.
It's worth nothing right now.
It's
worth less than what we bought it for because we wrote on it.
But we will write it. I guess with Christian saying it's less than what we bought it for, he's going to pay me a couple bucks.
Yeah.
So that he can be responsible for contributing to the funds I spent to buy it.
No more than $3, Brian. That's all you're getting.
It's Half Price Books, so I might have gotten it for less than $3. So
damn,
I'm good with that.
Why did I commit myself to something?
No, but yeah. All right, let's see how quickly this wraps up. Like, there's a lot of good video essays that have even talked about Casino Royale and saying how after Le Chiffre is killed, there's like 40 more minutes to the film or 20 more minutes or something, and that undercuts the effectiveness of Casino Royale because normally it's better to have a movie go from the end of its climax to credits as quickly as possible to give you a more satisfying end. And it showed like The Matrix after they win and Neo comes back, there's a phone call and then Superman flies off and it's much more satisfying according to the video essays. And I agree, but I do really like Casino Royale. To which my point is we've got 5 more minutes. So let's see how quickly this wraps up for a satisfying conclusion to this story.
I think the action's going to wrap up in about 2 minutes, and then which leaves us with
2.5 minutes of sex, and then half a minute of credits.
2 or 3 minutes of wrapping up the mission, like what happened. He's going to be back at headquarters.
There's going to be a moment where he's like, "I'm going to go take a nap, honey. Get the boat." Yeah, but I can say that you're wrong about him.
Well, my name is Christian.
My name is Brian.
And that was money.
Every penny of it. Any honey riding penny of it. Every doctor no penny he spent on those fucking hands that didn't help him one goddamn bit.